Go.
Welcome everyone. This is another episode of Al Hikaya. Today we are hosting a special person and he is Christopher Columbus.
Thank you, Siman. It's a pleasure to meet you and to discuss the voyages and trips across the world.
Tell me, Christopher, about yourself.
I am a sailor from Genoa, Italy, and I knew that I could reach Asia by sailing west across the Atlantic Ocean.
What was your first action towards sailing and your voyages?
My first action was that I asked King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella of Spain to pay for an expedition to explore across the Atlantic Ocean.
Tell me, what will they have in return?
I promised them great riches, new territory, and a Catholic converts.
There's an important question everyone wanted to know. Did they agree to pay these expeditions?
In fact, Siman, it took several years to convince the king and the queen, but they finally agreed to help finance the journey, but under conditions. To bring them back any item of value and to claim Spain any land I explore.
How did you prepare for the voyage?
In fact, the preparations was quite easy. The ships carried about 90 sailors and a year's worth of supplies. I set three ships to sail, the Nina, the Penta, and they were caravels. And I sailed in the larger Santa Maria.
Oh, this is a quite perfect preparation. Tell me, Mr. Christopher, about your journey and how did you reach these unknown lands?
In fact, Siman, we sailed into uncharted seas, and after more than a month, with no sight of land. But soon we found the land, and we set on a land, on an island in the sea, in the Bahamas, and I called this land San Salvador.
Tell me, Mr. Christopher, what did you find in these lands?
In this land, we met a group of native people called the Tanyu, and they were so nice to us, and they were so generous.
What were your interests in the island?
I didn't interest in the Tanyu culture and the island. I was interested in gold, and we spent 3 months of exploring, looking for gold and collecting exotic plants and animals.
Tell me, Christopher, how did you die?
In fact, this was a great loss. After returning to Spain, I made three more journeys, and I returned to Spain in poor health, and I died 2 years later.
Uh, what effects do you think happened after your voyages?
I think my voyages and trips made a great influence on the Europeans and Europe. My voyages changed the way of Europeans thought of the world and their place in it, and a new era of interaction between Europe and the American had begun.
Thank you so much, Christopher, for this conversation.
You're welcome, Simon.
Welcome.
بجد ولا ايه؟
يلا
سامع لكم حاجة جامدة.
احنا فيك قوي يا محمود. طب يلا يا عم اقطع يا عم بقى، ما انا مش هفضل اعمل. Welcome to